Du-du-du-du. Wait.
Maybe you do the introduction, by the way. All the best.
Oh, really? All of a sudden.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just say,
all
hey,
of a sudden.
ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are live. Good luck, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our third episode on the Nikoh podcast. We're streaming live. We're streaming live on YouTube. And today's topic, we'll be talking about why do young men prefer older women. Our podcasters with us are gonna be myself, Tibi, Zul, and our professional singer, Roz. This event will also be live in the server, Nico server. You can join us there and you can watch the stream here. The subject is why do young men prefer older women. We'll be talking about this from many sides, on the emotional spectrum, communication style that might come in between, and a lot more smaller topics. And we'll be starting with Zul. Zul,
Oh, me.
why believe that young men would appreciate more older women?
What? I thought we were talking about attract or prefer older women. You want to talk about why we think we're gonna appreciate more?
Why do you think some young men appreciate older women?
I believe with age come now,
That's
Timmy,
okay.
Timmy.
We're in a podcast. You gotta be open.
Well, oh, open-minded, right? Now,
Yes.
tell me, Timmy, what do you mean by physical attraction? Are you talking about the body part? Are you talking about the face? What's this
I mean,
physical?
I mean, most
Yes.
people who have a type, we always judge because we're human. We always judge with our eyes first. The
Hmm,
first
true.
sensation that come is our eyes. Some
Yes,
people are
yes.
into Asians because they love seeing Asian women, while others love to see African Americans,
Hmm?
Latinas, whites. It
Can
really
we do it
depends.
again? Can we do it again?
Do what again?
It's read the side chat.
Oh, I saw this. That's our game master. Thank you, game master. Um, and I believe I saw a scientific study. It's true scientific study.
Yes.
You can go to Google and search for it. That big chest is attributed to more fertility in more fertility. No, no, no. It's actually a genuine study. It's actually a genuine study. It said that cavemen back in the past they attributed bigger chests with more fertility. That's why you don't see many petite figures in our society, and
Timmy,
that's
are
what
you
most scientists think. No, no, it's actually a serious study. Actually serious. You can
are you
actually
saying
search.
okay,
Yes,
Timmy,
bro.
okay.
No, no, I'm
Okay,
being
Timmy, okay.
genuinely serious. I'm just serious.
Rods,
It's an actual.
What do you think about this?
So
Pica
I
chest
think
thingy.
I'm not gonna
Wait,
focus
I'm
on like
I'm
the
looking like a fool. Wait, let me search for the actual study.
Uh,
okay,
let continue, Rods.
I'm just gonna say something. I think it's not really about the size of a woman's chest, but like a woman is basically considered they're feminine when they're curvy, right? A lot of I mean, this is just how I view it and how like I would I heard from other men. It's just, they some of them like they prefer it when women are curvy because it looks more feminine and it looks more mature. So it's not really about the specificity of like the chest, but like the overall, like the curviness. So because when a woman is curvy, it kind of gives off that uh it, it makes them more what do you call this? A better candidate for being a mother, basically. Um when they have when they're curvy, they can have a baby or they can uh I don't know, like I can't articulate myself well right now, but um pregnant women, they gain weight during pregnancy. So in that sense, um they're curvy. And when a woman is curvy, it basically means like they can have a baby. So yeah, that's how I see it.
That's also another reason.
Yeah.
Let's
What do
check
you?
on Hakuna Matata.
Oh, he's
Uh,
muted.
our
Actually,
silence, yes.
if you search to Google, you can find multiple studies that indicate that some are more feminine, but they
Preference.
all like sort of point to the same thing. Hello, Hakuna. Are you with us?
I'm there, I'm there.
Do you have an opinion on this topic?
Um, Honestly, for me, like I believe it's more like dependent on the person. Like the guys have different preferences, right? Some like young women, some like older women. And in my humble opinion, it's more like we are like really immature, right? It's like we don't grow up and we just like a lot of stupid stuff. And then sometimes you find the right one who's younger than you, and then like you can do shit together. But then a lot of the times it's like rather than having girlfriend, it's more like yeah, you are like a babysitter for the girl too. It doesn't happen always, but like it does happen. And yeah,
Hmm?
I feel like people prefer older women because like they're somewhat dependable, and then it's not like oh my god
What
for
do
the personality now. Yeah.
and
Hmm?
I understand, mate. So what do you think about hello
What do you
testing?
think about the
What?
Okay, okay.
physicality, like in terms of the physicality of the woman? Because we were talking about, um, like
Okay.
bigger, like the curviness of a woman. Is that like something that you think some men prefer to when it comes to older women or not? You know.
Oh boy, I do feel like because like we see with the eyes first, right? I feel like that is a very big factor. I swear, older women are just like so pretty. I'm not even kidding. But it's not like it's just the older women that are prettier, right? There are youngers too. There are like younger people that are curvy too. But then like I don't know. It's just like older women have a charm to them. For me, I feel like it goes beyond, just the body and just the physicality. Older women are hella pretty, I agree, into all these. So yeah, that's my opinion.
That's good.
I think we could like go back to the list of things that we could discuss because like we started with the physicality and then we could
Yes.
probably go with this so that we won't get lost maybe. So
So on the emotional spectrum,
mm,
mm, personally, we already discussed this. We already discussed this earlier with some friends, but I'll repeat what I think is the most important, like the opinion that really spoke to me, and I really took liking into it, is that age really doesn't really equal emotional maturity. Sure, the more you go up in age, the more likely you'll find emotionally mature people, but there's always a percentage of people that are like there's always that percentage of people that women that are not emotionally mature. And also, if you really dig deeper into the emotional maturity definition, it's not really a stable one either. It's more of a concept that a lot of people tend to aim and try to embody because they think it's better for because they think it's good for themselves. And I mean, if you want to date, I mean, if you want to date a older woman for emotional maturity, I would say that's a good way to look at it, a good way to
Hmm?
start. What do you think about it, Zul?
I believe, yes, like I say myself at the first, the older the person is, the how does this, the more experienced they become, or regarding, or specifically emotional maturity. I
Mm,
believe if we, a lot of young men when they decide to date all women, older women, sorry, they are looking for those how do I say this, immersion maturity, because a lot of complaint I hear about dating this day. There's a lot of how do I say this? They don't understand well each other, or they can't just control their partner emotion. Sometimes they decide to crash out, sometimes they're happy. So I believe a lot of young men are get getting not bored of, sick of it, I would say. And I believe dating an older woman that are maturely and emotionally mature
mm,
is a reason that a lot of younger men these days decide to date all women. They are looking for those mature kind, the one that always ready and always take care of not just her emotion but also her partner emotion. Now, Ross, go ahead to you, mate.
Yeah. I think with the puberty, especially in women, um,
Hmm?
they become more emotional with when they get their period. For example, for the first time, they're more sensitive. Um, and one of the things I think that make, uh, for example, uh, a young girl emotionally immature is when she lets her hormones take over. And I think like most of you that have dated younger women or like maybe like your age, you have experienced that when their emotions are just completely erratic, right? So yeah, in terms of emotional maturity, although it's true that uh, n- uh, age doesn't equate to emotional maturity, it does play a big factor there. Once they are older, uh, they know how to handle their emotions better. So yeah.
yes, that's really good. I would say
I agree
yeah.
on your.
uh, I would say I mostly agree. True, but
Oh,
some women don't have like full control over it.
TP,
And
you speaking like you speak from experience. Do you have any example you want to share?
I'm just saying, some friends, they even after old age, when the period time comes,
Oh,
we're not perfect creatures, but some are some have more control while others don't. And there's no shame in there's nothing wrong with that. What do you think about that, Hakuna Matata? Hello?
So like I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
So like we are talking about in terms of emotional maturity, right?
yes.
I feel like those periods does play like a small part of it, but then like what who would be easier, like who would be easier to spend time with, like a young girl in her periods when like she's just starting, like when not just starting, I mean a younger girl in her periods, or like an older woman, right? Uh, in my humble life, hang on, wait, I'm stuttering.
Take your time, mate.
Take your
We
time.
are very
I think
curious people.
you're saying like older women are basically more adjusted to like the emotions that they get from the period. Am I correct?
Hmm. Thank you
As
so much
compared
for
to
that. Yep.
those as compared to those who have just started, they're still adjusting. So
Mm.
Hmm.
yeah, I think that's what he meant.
Especially like, especially for me, like during the teenage years, you know, like how teenage adolescent girls get when they have their periods and stuff. It's like kind of a nightmare to deal with. I think like that might change as they grow older, you know. I think like even the men, their opinions might change, but like as for us, like the way we are right now, I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons, you know, they are able to communicate more openly, and then like they have like a better grip over themselves, even though they're going through like some sort of like emotional ups and downs during the periods too. But then yeah, I feel that's like a small portion of it.
I understand, mate. Honestly, I'm surprised to be talking about period because I was not ready for this conversation. Me personally,
Because
I
it's a
never have one.
factor. It's a factor
Neither do I.
yeah. It's a factor too. Like it's
It
good to
is a
be able to talk about that
all right.
in
I
this topic.
understand, Rod. You are the professional in that part. I would say
Yeah,
that.
I'm a woman, so I know.
I'm sorry if
It's
if
good that
you're
you have a woman here, at least just one
Oh, thank
woman,
God. Yes,
yes,
and
uh,
remember, everyone, Ross, the one that gave this idea for this podcast.
which was
yes,
supposedly just a joke. Let me just give a disclaimer, but we're here. It's a good topic. It's a
All
good
right.
topic. It's
I
an
think we are
insightful
ready
topic.
to be in
Let's
next
move to the
subject,
next
TV.
one. Yeah.
next subject. So you would agree that how different do you think the dating experience expectations between a young woman and an old woman? We
No,
mentioned
communication
emotion,
style. Emotion,
communication. Oh,
communication style.
communication style. Oh, excuse me, communication style. Really?
Yeah, and that's
I
the
don't,
difference
personally, I
for
don't
what.
think. I don't
No,
think
we're
communication style is a bit different between women. No,
All right, let's talk about it
yes.
and
I
figure
think
it out. God.
personally,
there
personally
is
for
you.
Mhm.
Let me try to expound on this. The problem
Go
with
ahead,
like
Ross.
younger women is that they expect, and I've been here, so like I'm speaking from how I've been before that
Mhm.
my boyfriend had to handle, ex-boyfriend had to handle. If I don't like something that he did, I expect him to understand immediately what he did wrong, rather than telling him or explaining to him that, hey, I didn't like what you did earlier, or like, hey, I prefer that you're like this, or something like that. I expect him to understand it. I expect him to act upon it. And in terms of like communication style, when I was younger, not gonna like, um, I would say like when I
Continue.
was younger, like I was not articulate either. I was not expressive, like in honestly, like in terms of being honest, I was not expressive. I just expected him to already know. I thought it was automatic, but that's not the case apparently. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I feel
Yes.
with that.
What do you think, TB? Do you see the difference now?
Personally, I haven't dated an older woman, so I
You
don't
don't?
really.
You should,
eh,
bro. Trust.
I haven't dated an old
Continue.
woman. I can see the.
Yes.
I I really don't see the difference in communication style. Maybe it's because of my lack of experience, but I really can't have much of a useful input on this subject, so I'm going to give it to Zul
Yes. My name is Zul.
because I see he's
Speaking.
excited.
Chill. Speaking from experiment, I personally see the difference, especially part of like Rod say. when she or when that person did something wrong, or the partner, she would thought that that partner should already know what he did wrong. But no, because when you grown and have experience with other past relationship, you would know that communication, TB, communication is the key.
If it's not miscommunication, just communication.
Because when I was a kid, mate, dating is all fun and game to me. If is it that if she doesn't understand, that's fine. Or she understand, either way. But when I start dating older women, oh god,
Yes,
Can I
let me
add
go ahead.
tell you,
something?
because every action, every when I say something wrong or when I say something too outrageous, she will say that, hey, that's too much. You will stop, and she expect me to do the same in case she make I make her uncomfortable. That's the communication different. We always interact with each other. We always make sure that we are comfort with the thing that we do or the thing that we say. And I believe, me personally, because not because of the age, like you say, age doesn't give them automatically difference. But when I say older woman, I usually mean women that have already experienced in the past relationship. They would know what should do, what should not do. They already know how to confront, not confront, I mean call out the partner when they did something wrong, rather than just shut out and hold grudge for fucking 6 months. So I believe, me personally, communication is the best, especially when dating an older woman. Will you agree with me, TB?
Hello.
Yes, we hear you. Do you agree? Do you s- or do
I
you
mean,
still believe? Yes, continue.
I can see your point.
Yes,
I can see your point, really. But
you
maybe
can.
yes, but I haven't really experienced it for myself to know whether it's actually true or not.
I understand. So Rod,
Hopefully,
uh,
Hakuna has something to say. Hakuna.
okay, yes,
Wait.
yes,
Before Haku, I'm sorry. I just wanted
Yes.
yeah,
to
continue.
add something to what Zul said.
Hmm?
Communication is the key. It's a big factor. Proper communication is the key. It's a big factor. But apart from communication, you guys need to have a good understanding of each other as well. Um, you can communicate. Like you could say like, yeah, okay, and understand, blah blah blah. But you're not really understanding. You're just
You just
saying
listen.
or you just talk.
Yes.
Sorry, pardon.
You're just hearing but not
Yeah.
understanding what,
So it goes here inside and then comes out.
and then it leaves the other ear. Yes.
Yeah.
TB,
Anyway,
are you
sorry.
mansplaining?
No, he's just
Are you
adding to my
joking?
statement.
Yes, yes, true. I
All
just
right.
teasing him. Continue,
Uh,
Hakuna Matata.
Okay, Haku.
In the way like you've brought up communication, right? Like I've said before, guys are like majorly clueless creatures. I apologize if there's background noise. Guys are like majorly clueless creatures. Like sometimes we don't know what a girl is thinking, and like it's really difficult for us to even talk to girls a lot of the times. But then that's where I feel like communication does play an important part because if you don't know what they're thinking, if you don't know like even if you do make a mistake, if they don't tell us, and if it just like goes under the rug, and then if it doesn't get addressed, then like there's a very low chance that we would be able to figure it out ourselves. So I feel like if there is it doesn't matter if it's older in my opinion, but like if they can communicate well and if they can give us a piece of their mind, then that really helps to maintain the relationship a lot better. And then it just so happens that older women are usually proficient at that a lot more than younger girls. So I feel like that is where communication like comes as a key.
mm, that's mm,
All right.
All right. I
uh,
think
We could
yes.
move on to the next one. I think we
Move on
can
to the
move on
next
to
one.
yeah.
Dating expectations. What do you guys think? Is it the same as a younger woman or is it different? Personally, I think there's too many differences to ignore that to say that the dating expectation is the same. As we've mentioned before, emotional maturity, as well as experience with life and problem handling in general. I would say fall apart fall in the category of expectations a guy might have when dating a woman, since there are also reasons why he would actually date one.
Could you tell us more about that?
Um, for example, um, young young woman, for example, they don't have much experience in, for example, social problem solving and have like communication skills or have an emotional maturity. You agree on that, right? Even though older women, even though not all older women have emotional maturity or solve problem solving skills, the chances of them having it would be higher because experience very much molds a person. What do you think, Zul?
Oh, me? Nah, I think we should go to Rods first. She seemed like she got a lot of opinion about this.
Go on, Rods, please.
Um, so dating expectations, like when it's your first time and you don't have like a previous experience of anything, the expectations are high, right? Like if you're a girl, you grow up with a lot of fairy tale films. You want to be like princess, and then the partner needs to be Prince Charming, kiss your
Uh,
feet, all that stuff, right?
yes.
Um, and then with that, it becomes a learning experience. And then you realize, like, for example, you've broken up with your first relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you understand that uh, you're not anymore idealistic. Rather, you're just gonna be more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in terms of dating, what was the dating
Expectation.
expectations? You're just more realistic when you're older because you've had the experience already, and you know what you want, you know what you want, but you're also you're not gonna if you're a good woman, you're not gonna lower your standards, but you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be yeah, you're just gonna be more realistic. You're not gonna find here's the thing. I'm not gonna get religious with you guys, but I just wanted to explain this because this is actually very important. God doesn't give you what you want, but rather He gives you what you need. So, in terms of a man, of course, I would love to have dated Brad Pitt, like Leonardo DiCaprio when he was younger. But no, like you realize you don't want that person. You don't want to date a celebrity. You don't want to date someone way like there. You want to date just someone who looks like them, and that's being like realistic too. Like you will not find what you if you want something to work out and like right into marriage, you don't
Mm-hmm.
want someone that you want someone that you need. Yeah, basically. I hope I'm making sense in that. But yeah, basically when you are older, you just become more realistic. That's it.
Thank you for your opinion on woman's side of the conversation. But can you give us like a man's side of the conversation? Like, for example, put on a guy's shoes. Why
POV.
would guy's POV? Why would you date an older woman?
Honestly, like if I were a guy, for example, I would be like in m- younger, like
Yeah,
21 maybe, right?
very
And then
ideal.
21, and then for example, the woman I'm gonna date is like 5 years older than me or more. I want
Yes.
to date them probably because I want to also expand my knowledge. uh, as they are more mature, again, it doesn't really equate exactly, but they're more knowledgeable. They're like they've gained a lot of learnings already. So I want to date an older woman because I want to know more about life that she's already experienced. And like we've the things that we've mentioned before or talked about before, um when you are with someone older, again, you're just more mellowed down. It's not like super emotional, it's not super dramatic. It's, it's just something that, because like when you fall in love for the first time, it's so intense. Like you want to be like in the notebook, like, you want to be that kind
Yeah.
of intense. Like, I love you, I'm gonna walk end to end, like, everything. But yeah, when you're older, I just want to settle down in a sense that, let's not fight every day, let's not be petty.
More
Y-
grounded.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, damn. I should really start dating older women. What do you think about it, Zul?
Oh, actually, bro, Rod just cover everything for me. But this is something about the messaging part. I just realized as well. It's like, well, I remember dating someone like younger or like in the same age than me, and the amount of messages we keep sending each other, like, wow, I just amazed when I look at it back. But when I'm dating or with the older woman, it's just like she's messages me and then I message her. It's easy. It's like there's no, we just more simple, more grounded, like Rod say. I can feel I thank you, Ross, for remind me, and thank you for now. I appreciate it.
And so you're the guy with experience. I'm expecting a bit more from that.
Whoa, no, honestly, I say Ross cover everything. The dating expectation or the relationship expectation is more grounded, more logical, more mature. Do you see the do you see the
Yeah,
link
yeah,
here, TB?
yeah. I see the.
Realistic.
Yes.
From idealistic, it's now realistic.
Yes, from idealistic to neutral, more grounded. And
Yeah.
some people might find it boring, but that's just it's easier that way. Trust. It's just
I will
it's
add to
feel
that
more. Yeah.
later. I would add to that
Oh,
later.
all right.
Yeah.
If that's the case, continue.
Hakuna. Continue. Hakuna.
Yeah, Hakuna, I saw you typed earlier the wrinklier the raisin, the sweeter the fruit. Can you please expound on that?
It was just a joke from. You do know the Ice Age movie, right? Continental Divergence. It was a quote
Uh,
from that.
All right.
Okay.
Now,
so,
Hakuna Matata. How about the
Mhm.
expectation of the dating
I
scenario?
genuinely, I genuinely like the point that Rod's brought up. Like when you're younger, it's more of an idealistic approach to like, idealistic expectations. Like, you have like a lot of big ideals that you want it to be met. But then as you grow older, it becomes a lot more realistic. So like from idealistic to realistic, that was a very good point that you brought up. And I honestly feel like because it's for younger guys and even the guys who are slightly mature, they would still prefer older women because of that like same reason. Younger guys are idealistic, right? So they want like their ideal woman, and then they see that in like older woman, and then they go for that. And then older men, older men are like realistic, and then they still see that in older women, so they still go for that. And yeah, I feel like you guys honestly know how based like Rods is, right? All of our takes. So I feel like that's a very like self-explanatory and like we have a live example here on why guys would want to go for
Oh,
older women.
his name is Zul, indeed.
okay. I think. By the way, Rod, you said that you want to add on the thing that I say. We would like to put it now.
just wanted it very quick. What you said about earlier, the boring thing. Uh,
Yes.
the thing is, guys, like when you are starting a relationship, like the first few months of it, it is gonna be, butterflies in your stomach. It's gonna be like very romantic, right? And then when you finally know each other well, and then you guys are like super comfortable with each other, and the relationship is uh there's a good um what do you call this, foundation to the relationship already. It does become boring, and that's why there's this quote saying love is not a feeling but a choice. So when you love, at first it's a feeling, of course, like you want to have that romance in your daily life of like butterflies. Oh my god, I'm gonna see him. Oh my god, he texted me, like blah blah blah, right? But once it's longer, like once the relationship is much longer, it's more of like, um okay, I know what she wants. So today I'm just gonna bring her breakfast or coffee. Like I already know you. So like yeah. So that's the boring part of it. But it also means that the two of you are already established and you have a good foundation already. So yeah. Repeat.
Right. I agree, Rods. Good foundation.
All right.
Okay, our next topic is confidence and self-esteem.
Mm.
For an older lady, I think she would have a lot of confidence, but she would like realize that the line between having enough confidence and self-esteem and having too much, because realize most of the younger spectrum, they tend to always overstep, and you tend to see a lot of extreme cases from with a lot of extreme cases from the younger spectrum, and it tends to lead them into a lot of problems and troubles. I have TikTok, so I see a lot of people with that huge amount of self-esteem. Younger people, it really can like lead them to crazy places like prison, or relationships broken, or it could lead them to basically toxic relationships and bad outcomes. And yeah, what do you think about it, Rhodes?
Okay. So confidence and self-esteem. When a woman is when she's a girl, okay, she's not yet like a woman, right?
Mm.
She's still very young. The problem with a lot of young girls is that they get like over possessive and very jealous. So a lot of my friends, for example, like here's the thing with you guys, and I'm not saying this in a bad sense, okay?
We'll
You
agree.
like
We'll compare
you
and I.
you like it when you have a lot of female friends, right? You like it when you, I mean,
Some
some
more than others. Yes, some more
all
than
right.
others. Like
Well, okay. I'm just gonna say like some of you like and the thing is you need female friends. For example, you're working or like you're in school. You need friends basically. And a lot of them, some of them are gonna be women. The problem with like girls, why are you talking to her? Like who's this girl that you just liked the photo on Instagram?
You
Like,
like her?
like, and then give me your phone. Let me see your search history. All those things. So,
Oh.
oh,
when you're older as a woman, you're like, I trust you. Whatever, go ahead, do it. Like, like I'm secure. I already am working. I don't need your validation 24/7, right? Unlike when you're dating a girl, you're like, give me attention, like what are you doing? Give me attention, stuff like that. Well, it depends, but generally it's kind of like that. And if you guys dated someone younger than you or like around the same age, you may have experienced that. So yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Zul, the man of experience.
Sup,
Yes.
mate? I'm here. My name is Zul. Anyway, I want to add on Ross. I believe okay, confidence, and what TV?
Confidence and self-esteem.
Confidence and self-esteem. Yes, self-esteem has been covered by Ross. When older women, they are confident on herself. She doesn't need to check or those messages or DM who do you like. They on picture on Instagram. They don't need to do that. Or I would say less of them do that. But one of the main thing about confidence to me is like all the women have confidence on the relationship. They have confidence on their partner. That's why the relationship usually work out with all the women. They are not, how do I say this, too paranoid or too afraid. Like, oh, my man talk with some other woman. No, they don't, because they have experience. They are more confident with the relationship and herself. But if you talking, let me check, guy. If we talking on the guy side, let me make sure. Usually, I don't know. I'm talking on my perspective. Older woman, usually the younger man, the one that hit on the older woman. Am I right, Rods? Yes. So that's one of the charm as well, because your partner, the younger guy, are very confident on himself, and that's good. When both sides are very confident on themselves, both relationship are gonna be solid, and that's one of the pros, mate.
Mhm.
Both of them.
Zul, you're telling us you're so confident, huh?
Yes, yes. I'm talking with full confidence, Tippy. How do you know that? And yes, I'm the one that hit on her first. On my
That's
partner right
lovely to.
now.
I'm glad you're the first one to make the move.
Thank you, TB. I'm proud of myself every second of it. Well,
Speaking,
but you know what, TB? That's enough of me. Hakuna
speaking.
Matata.
He's not available at this moment. We skip him.
Well, it's not available. That's
He's
No, no,
here.
fine.
it's
He's
alright.
he's back. He's
Oh,
back.
he's here?
Oh, you're
My
back.
dad,
Okay.
my dad came into the room and he was listening to me.
Uh,
Listening to you why all the women have pictures? What's happening here?
Yeah, so I was like, mm-hmm,
Pretty. Continue, mate. We are talking about confidence and self-esteem.
mm-hmm. I genuinely like
Yes.
the topic is about wait, I'm answering to Leaf. The topic is about why younger guys love older women, right? It's really funny because like I
Yes.
thought it was supposed to be like a very light-hearted and joke talks about why that happens, but then we're in so deep. Um, confidence-wise, like I wouldn't say like I'm very what do you call that? I don't talk to women that often, but then like it's I've noticed the difference between having talking to younger women and older women. Sometimes it's like I do believe that it has a lot to do with personality, right? Personal personality, like different people have different personalities. But it's just that like my experience with older women have been like they're like less full of themselves. They have confidence, right? They know like when to step their toes down. But it's not like they're full of themselves and then they're just like what do you call that? They think that they're on top of the world and stuff. So I feel like
Wait,
that makes them very approachable, very easy to talk to, you know?
Hakuna Matata, are you saying younger women are full of themselves?
That's what
oh,
I said, not all of them. Not all
Oh,
of
not
them.
all of them.
not
Sorry,
all
Oh
of
sorry.
boy, yeah, but not all of them.
Continue.
But yeah, So even if we do like even if we do remove the factor, like it does happen rarely, but then there are people who are humble too, right? It's not like all of them are cocky and all of them are full of themselves.
Yeah, all of them are
But it
cocky.
just happens so that like yeah, it just happens so that like the older you get, like the more grounded you become, like we've mentioned that before. So I feel like that's a very like beautiful type of confidence to have, like to believe in yourself and stuff, and not be full of yourself and like be humble at the same time. So yeah, I feel like that's a very big plus.
This big
That's
That's
yeah,
it.
that is a plus. Yes.
plus. I thank you,
Um,
Hakuna Matata.
All right, let's move on again.
our next topic is relationship stability.
Oh, all right.
Personally, I think that the relationship is not as stable as some might think. I mean, young men tend to be ambitious. Sometimes they tend to be too ambitious. And as they say, when Icarus flew too close to the sun, he fell.
Me?
But there are some exceptions like Zul.
Thank you, thank you. Continue.
We did mention before that uh in a relationship when it includes an older woman and a younger man, the typically the male side tends to cheat more than the other side.
Oh,
And sometimes one side tends to be more mature, more mature and serious than the other side. So that could be a sign of uh what's the opposite of stability?
unstable.
Unstable, shaky,
Just put
Shaky.
un at the end.
It can be a shaky it can be
instability. Yeah. Okay.
shaky relationship. Some make it work, some are like there's obviously exceptions at every corner. Some are when they're young as they're mature, some are not, and some are level-headed and humble. Oh, um, what do you think, Rods?
I think yeah, I agree with you. It really depends on your environment and your experiences. Um, when it comes to like being mature, you could be 93 and still immature. Um,
True.
it's really about how much you've learned in life, I feel. And in terms of relationship stability, having a lot of experience and knowing exactly what's right from wrong makes relationship stable. If you know what's right and you know how to act on it, it's what makes the relationship stable. And all the factors, like all the things, all the topics that we talked about earlier, all those things, they play a big role in the stability of the relationship. So yeah,
Yes.
that's really it.
Hakuna, what do you think?
Oh boy. I
Hakuna seems
like I think
like a
I've
stable
talked this
guy.
in chat before. Like
Yes, he's a
I
very
have
stable.
zero experience in like dating, right? Mm-hmm. I
That's
beg your pardon?
fair. You're a
Your
stable guy.
point of view, your
Please tell
point
us.
of view as
Mm-hmm.
someone who hasn't experienced it, what do you think, or like
Um,
what's your idea of it? I guess.
okay, so I'll just like keep things in order. Like I don't have experience in dating, right? So for me, it's more of like I'm talking about like why I love older women as a younger guy. Um, and in my humble opinion,
Good job,
and in
good
my
job.
opinion, it's like I do expect like if I'm dating an older woman, I do expect sort of stability, right? Like it's like I
From
don't
her
want to
side or
jump
your
from one girl to another girl. Hmm.
from her side or your side?
No, it's from my side because yeah. women, they scare me. Anyway,
They scare you? I'm glad.
I'm just
They
joking.
do be like that.
Sometimes.
They do be like that
What do you think,
sometimes.
Zol?
Anyway,
Oh, my
oh,
turn.
Yes, for a guy that has life experience, you are
Oh,
married.
life experience. All right, okay. Me personally, I think it's solid, bro. We talking about what? Stability, right? Nah,
Yeah.
there's nothing. Mate, everyone here, the audience, listen to me.
Oh no.
The relationship is as stable as it could be. All the pros that we talked about a moment ago, that's why it will stable. And if you ask me what could make it unstable, nothing.
Yes, he's because most of the
Unless
are
wait,
consist of women.
wait, what's that, TB?
Nothing. Continue.
Oh, thank you, TB.
Wait,
But
is your
if
wife
you
Zul? Is your wife? Please.
no, she's not really enough, but that's
Uh,
fine. Overall,
surprise.
there's I don't see any cons. Unless wait, Ross, do you give any reason why the relationship was unstable? Could be unstable.
But this is gonna be a little
Hmm?
dark, guys.
Oh,
You know,
please continue.
you could know a
Hopefully,
person for a very long time, say
yes.
more than 5 years, right? And you've
Oh,
established a good relationship with each other. But this world, the only thing that's permanent is change. So, what could make it unstable? Definitely some there will be like in some cases, and I hope that you guys don't experience this. None of you experiences this, but for example, you just wake up one day and then you're like, I don't think I love this person. Or like, right? This is being realistic. It's dark, but it's realistic. Okay. What if you had a relationship at a very young age? You guys grew up together. That's your first relationship, and you established your relationship already. But you realize like, I haven't dated anyone except this person. What if there's someone better? That's I hope to God no one experiences that here, but it's possible. So people can change in a blink of an eye, like in a snap like that. I don't love you anymore.
People can,
That yeah,
but
that's
I
I
call
think
that
that's
I
yeah.
call that greedy. You
Yeah,
want more
that's
than you have.
but it happens, guys. That's why divorce happens, right?
Mm.
Even if you've been with a person for 2 decades, some people can be greedy and they did not develop that greed early on in the relationship. So that's like my take on it. The only thing that could make it unstable would be how, how change is the only permanent thing in this world. So
Yes. Wait, give me a second. Let me check the audience. Alright, she's not here. Okay, I understand, mate. Okay, like
yeah.
Rod say, that changed. Now I'll try when I think about it and try to look on the topic that we have right now. Usually, those kind of change it happen to those young men. Maybe they outgrown different and have suddenly wake up have a different.
yeah, you could grow apart. You could grow
Yes,
apart.
you could grow
Yeah.
apart, but that's the
Grow
best.
apart. Lost
Wow,
you, occupy my heart. Anyway,
that's the best part about, like I say, we go back to the communication.
why
If
is
that
everyone curious about
thing
my age?
happen, if that growing apart happen, we could, you two could talk about it, and this is like I say, it's easier with an older woman because she already experienced this. She understand where this feeling coming from, and you guys could work it out. So I would say, and I will stand again. The stability is solid, rock solid, mate.
Mm.
Now, TB, let's go to the next topic.
Oh, next topic.
Yes.
Independence and life control.
Could you repeat?
I Independence and life control.
All right.
Rose mentioned something about sometimes you wake up and you decide, no, I don't want to date him, right? Um, there's also like other reasons why some people decide to wake up and just divorce because I don't because some people think that relationships are only done. Hello?
Yes. Continue.
Because some people think relationships are only done when you need someone to support you, when you're not independent. Um, and that's a false mentality. Some people think the only reason I would ever be in a relationship is because I need something from the other person, right?
Yeah.
When they see one of one or the other part, like they start the relationship by needing the other person, and then when like all of a sudden they become self-sustaining and independent, they grow. They say, "Oh, he grew apart" or something like within those lines, which is for how niche this is. It's shockingly quite high and quite numerous. It happens on numerous occasions. That's what I wanted to say. But no, dependent is good, but to have a relationship, you have to have some sacrifices and still try to be an independent. You know, that's what I think. And life control, on both sides, life can lose control. It doesn't have. It's not within a person's. It's not within a person's power. One time, on one moment you're happy, on the other moment, all of a sudden everything goes to hell. Spe- especially on the especially on the older lady side. Have you guys heard of midlife crisis? I've seen it happen and it's not pretty at all. And yeah, what do you think about it, Rhodes?
Um, when there's this thing about girls. Okay, we're not gonna refer to them as women yet. Okay, just girls.
Mm.
I mentioned earlier how some girls, because they're young, right? They would bug their boyfriend and then tell them, "Hey, what are you doing? Give me attention. Blah blah blah. Let's do this together. Let's do this. Blah, 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 blah. I can't do anything without you." You know that kind of thing. The
Yes.
thing with older women is that I have a life of my own. I'm gonna live it, and then
Mm-hmm.
you do your thing, I do mine. Let's be independent. So independence. Again, as I've mentioned in the previous topics that we have discussed, is that previous things that we have discussed is basically when you're more experienced or when you're yeah, because more experience also comes with being older, not necessarily, but um when you're more experienced, you just know what you want, like you know what you want for yourself, and you understand that your partner, your boyfriend, for example, if you are straight, um you
Yes.
understand, you understand that he has a life of his own, you have a life of your own, you have your own hobbies, and your boyfriend has his own hobbies, and you're not gonna bug them 24/7. You're not gonna ask for their attention all the time. And life control is about that. To have control of your life is to know your priorities and to know that you need to live your own life rather than always living it with someone. I understand you are in a relationship. You guys need to like work together. But once again, the reason you guys can reach a marriage state like like when you finally get married, the only reason you can get there is when you've established yourself. If you are dependent on someone else, for sure it's not gonna work out because you're gonna be so clingy to that person.
You're gonna be a burden.
Yeah, basically, like, yeah, thank you for helping me articulate that. Um,
Hmm,
so yeah,
welcome.
like that's what I think. It's all about, like, have a life of your own. Beyonce said this. I'm gonna quote the Queen Bee. Um, have your own life before you become someone's wife. Something in the along those lines. So yeah, like I think it also applies to men. Like, have your own life before you become someone's husband. Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Yes.
That's it. Thanks.
Now, Hakuna
Una,
Matata. Yes.
what would we haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I was just listening and appreciating you guys' points, and yeah, I don't think I have much to add, but then like I would like agree, like when you're saying it's like being independent doesn't necessarily mean you are less in love with each other, right? You have like different things to do, you have like different stuff to do that you enjoy, and you have your own lives to live, but then you still come together because you love each other in the end. And then you share your time with each other, so like I feel like that's a beautiful thing. And like as well, and like as Debbie mentioned, right, you don't want to be a burden to each other. So like if you yeah, that's all I have to say on this matter.
Zul,
And yes, my name is Zul. And let
Mr.
me tell you, mate. What,
Please,
Mr. Experience?
Mr.
Honestly, 1 hour and 10 minutes has passed, and I can't say anything else because Rod, our main host today, has covered everything, and especially from woman or older woman perspective, and we appreciate it. Thank you, Rod, again for it. And I really appreciate for you telling all the points so we could understand it more clearer. And TB, I
Yeah,
think
you
we
think?
could, if that's
No,
enough, say
We
no,
the
could
I
go
think
to
duration
the
of the time.
conclusion.
I
Shall
think the
we?
part
And the,
better.
Shall we conclude?
all
We
right,
can take
let's.
one last topic. That's it.
Okay, one last topic, TP. Let's go.
One last topic. Life experience.
Have
I think
experience.
that we already talked about
Yeah,
this.
we
The more
did.
experience, approach to commitment. Maybe we could, like, get this all fast. These last two, last like
Uh,
approach to commitment and overall relationship dynamics. I think those are the only things that we can, uh,
uh,
Please.
you know,
It
yeah.
seems Rod has so much to say about these things.
No,
all
Please.
like,
right,
let's
let's go,
just
Rods.
make this fast. So
Yes, let's
approach to
I
commitment, once again, if you are dating an older woman, that older woman would be like, no, I don't want to date anymore. If I am with you, we're gonna get married. That's like, it's like
Yes.
the commitment phase already. Let's not waste time, basically.
Wait,
mm,
so are
And
you saying that older woman is always looking for like long
marriage.
relationship or straight to marriage and what retire together? Is that it?
it's more of, it really depends if that's her goal, but most
Hmm?
of women do want, like, a stable and a permanent relationship rather than something temporary.
I
Depends on
understand.
the woman, really, but yeah, most of older women like myself, I would say, like, I'm not gonna waste my time anymore. If I have you, we're gonna get married and we're gonna have a baby, because I'm getting older, stuff like that. It depends really on her goals, but yeah, that's what
Yes.
I also hear from my friends, same age as me. So yeah.
All right.
uh
I
all
understood.
right.
Next topic.
Next and
Oh
last,
no,
and I would just
we
like to say, oh,
gotta
social media,
give opinions. Gotta give our opinions on the topic. Zul.
all of this, like,
Me?
so of
Nah.
Approach to commitment. I mean, were you committed when you decided to
TV. TV. I'm a man of commitment, mate. And let me tell you, I think it goes both way. Younger man Those who they don't what you think they just target all the women for fun? No, they're looking for wisdom, experience, all of that combined for what?
I
Commitment. TB.
I have three people. I have three friends that target older women, and that they say the actual opposite.
Well, TB, let me tell you, mate. Those who target older women, those older women won't fall for those young men who just date them for fun. They come with wisdom and they will realize it. Either they accept it because they want to have little fun as well, or they don't because they already know what those younger men try to do.
Mm.
All right, yes. Now let's go to Hakuna Matata.
Our biggest baller.
Oh man. I mean, yeah, if I were to like date a younger woman, I would be committed, and I really hope like, and if I find like the one like that, and I really hope she would be committed too. But then like I'm not experienced enough to like know what it's like, so yeah, it's just me. It's just me with my expectation regarding
I
this matter.
understand. All right.
Person Personally, I think the chances of
Yes.
finding a woman that's committed really goes up quite significantly with age. Because I saw people within like older women, they say they only want marriage. They only want marriage. They only want long-term relationship. Um, like they only want the one. They're
Yes.
pickier, and they try to find a someone that fills all their needs. Not some guy you're gonna mess around for. Not some guy you're gonna mess around and then that's it, the end of it. But for
Yeah.
younger men, on the younger men's side, if you're gonna commit, then sure, I would advise older women. But
Hell yeah.
sometime,
Continue.
sometimes, and sometimes we listen to the devil's whispers a little too closely, and you know, we do it for the fun, the love of the game. That's why. That's why I would say younger tends to be more l- less accurate, less likely to happen. Sure, when you hear a couple that were dating for from high school, it really is like one of those miracle relationships. Like from such a young age, past time, like you reach a point where it's not about whether you know the other person. It's whether how you're gonna survive when they're angry, or
Yes.
like what to do, what do they want, try to become something new when you reach that stage. And
All right.
yeah, I'd say commitment really, i- one side there's like 100% chance, there's like the chances of finding commitments over 80%. On the other side, not so much. That's why when you see these relationships, one side is more older than the other, either you really are in a awe. Like it really puts you in an awe. Like you're surprised. So that's what I think.
Understood, TB. Thank you. You got a lot. You done your dishes. I would say that. Is
And
there any other topic?
lastly, overall
Lastly,
finally,
overall
overall
relationship.
relationship dynamics.
Okay,
The
I
relationship.
understood.
So in Morocco,
Yes.
traditionally, old Morocco, before we got modernized and became open-minded, traditionally the man would be the breadwinner, the provider of the family. So he's expected to be older, to be wiser, to have emotional maturity, and to be the deciding factor. So he might be abusive, he might be he might have like some flaws, but they usually overlook that, and they only care about mostly the age aspect is men are older than women. The hell? Someone whistle? Um, so to have such a relationship, like some of these relationship, they're rare in Morocco, and they're always like frowned upon. They're really frowned upon because it really directly conflicts where which how Morocco used to be.
Mm.
And yeah, it really doesn't fit. But now that we're in a society where men and women have a job and they're both bread earners of the family, and the society isn't like such a male dominant and more of equally on some parts even female dominated, these relationships are still rare, but they're seen.
Ideally, he would be the one earning more, but it's changed now. The dynamics have changed now. But for me, I just don't like the idea of being the younger man's mom. So that's the only thing that, like that. I know a friend of mine. They're the same age, but the guy is basically um
The kid.
like the yeah you, so you don't want your partner to be a kid and then you guys have kids, so like that's too much work for
To
the
like
woman.
three
So
kids.
yeah, so in terms of dynamics, definitely it doesn't. Yeah, once again, like we've mentioned earlier, it's not the age, but you need to be on the same level of maturity, and you need to be able to um eh, like do your role as a parent if you guys decide to have children. um the man needs to be the disciplinarian of the family, right? While the woman is the carer of the family. So I feel like you can't really, it's hard to like interchange those things. So that's really all that I think about it. It's really about compromisation and having the same level of stability and maturity. And hopefully that's a good way to work out the relationship. So that's it.
Thank you. Hakuna, what do you think?
Oh.
Oh boy. Um, you are like we were talking about relationship dynamics, right?
Yes.
hmm So for me, it's like I don't think it's necessary. Like Rod said, like the guy has to be the one to work, and then he's like the sole provider of the family, and then the girl is a stay-at-home mom. Like, I feel like times are changing, and like and like you mentioned, like our parents, and like it's really kind of against the culture, like for the guy to be older, for the guy to be younger than the woman. Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, I do agree to that point, and I feel like it's like I feel it's nice that people are getting more open-minded regarding this matter because like it's like it's about putting in the effort into like having a family and taking care of it, right? Like even if it's like a stay-at-home guy or like even if it's like a stay-at-home dad or like a stay-at-home mom or like if they both are working, I feel like putting in enough efforts, if you are in a long-term relationship, if you are having kids, and I feel like putting enough efforts into your relationship and like your family, like that is what matters. I don't really see anything. I don't have anything against, like, um guys being the sole provider and or the girls being the mother.
Mm.
Nobody wants that. So yeah, it's the same way for guys and girls, right? Like, we guys don't like younger girls because, like, it sometimes gets very overbearing, and girls don't want to be the mother of a man child either. So yeah, I feel like we can agree on that one.
What do you think about it, Zoe?
That's it.
Hello. TB,
Yeah.
before I
Your name?
start, yes, my name is Zo. Before I start, mate, now I got a question for you, TB. Are
Yes.
you fine if you have a partner, your partner earn more than you?
Honestly, it really depends on. Mm, I would say, I should be earning more, but
Hmm?
because I'm not really a good caretaker, some would say.
Uh,
You know,
so uh,
so
no,
I'll try. I'll try to earn more.
you you work
They
too, she work too, but she earn more than you. How does that make you feel?
it really doesn't make me feel anything. It just gives me like sort of motivation to like encourage myself and be better or at least just equal, in the earning sides. And as Hakuna mentioned in the VC chat, it depends on the career, you know?
I
The career also plays a big part. Some careers are some people are pursuing career for passion while others pursue it for pure physical gain
Practicality.
and or practicality. Yes, that too.
to
Um,
me, yes.
Personally, I'm interested in a more medical career, and
Hmm?
they're typically that one of the highest earners.
Hmm?
Even though you put your sweating grease onto it more, I wouldn't mind if she's a millionaire, perhaps.
Okay.
I wouldn't
I
mind that.
asked I asked for yes or no question and I got a entire career guide. But thank you though. Now,
You want me to say yes or no and then end the question? Be boring,
yes. Yeah.
right?
Rods, what do you think if you become the breadwinner in your relationship?
I mean, like, what I have mentioned earlier, it really
Hmm?
depends on I mean, I don't know if I mentioned it actually, but you guys need to be on the same level of understanding and compromise.
Hmm?
Um, for example, I earn more than uh, I would hope that my partner, my husband, want, like, could be the one taking care of the kids at home.
Hmm?
If the dynamics need to interchange, that's fine
Hmm?
with me as long as we make it work well. The problem with society now, like when they are looking into like the relationship, they're gonna be, we get a lot of judgment. They're gonna be like, why is the woman being the provider and why is the man the one taking care of the kids? There's a lot of judgment there, but I think it really depends on the two of you. Marriage is something, or like it's something that depends on just the two people involved. Everyone
Hmm?
else, they're just watchers, they're just observers. So yeah, like you guys need to come to the understanding that, okay, this is what's gonna happen. If I provide, whoever provides more, okay, you're the breadwinner. And then the other one is gonna be the one, at home taking care of the kids, whatever it, or even just helping out with the expenses. So yeah, I think that's really it. We're at, again, like TB mentioned, uh we're all becoming more modern.
Hmm?
Times are changing. So yeah, it really depends on the two of you.
All
But
right.
with that,
Yes.
you are gonna get judged. Like, that's it. That's life. If you are going against the norm, quote unquote norm, you're gonna get judged. But that's that. Yeah.
All right. Now, the thing about younger men dating older women, the dynamic is never gonna be balanced. And people will judge because you already know that what you sign up for is already out of the norm. It's normal. But about the dynamic, mate, the older woman, like I say, they're more mature and everything, they understand. They are dating younger men. The younger men just started, still doing their thing. They haven't figured it out. The dynamic there is already not stable, and they know it. They already signed up for the relationship. And what I will say is, yes, the woman will earn more than men, not because of culture, because she's older. She already figured her life out. She already planned everything. She's already stable. But the younger man is still planning and still doing, focusing on or starting something. And that's fine. As long, like Ross and TB say, it depends as long as they both understand each other. But they do, those people, if you guys listening, if the dynamic will not be stable, but make sure that your partner know this this is important to keep a stable relationship, especially younger men dating older women, or um the other side turn around, the gender. And yes, i I agree, it's important that they both need to understand what they are signing up for, and they usually do. And the people who judge either never been in the experience, or those people who believe that equality doesn't matter and men should earn more than women in the relationship. So yes, and as someone that used to date older women, trust me, my partner, she's just and religious about this because she's want to understand what is for us. And that's usually all older women. They are more grounded. They try to understand. They're getting ready in, and that's good. That's like one of the pros of dating older women. They already do research. They already, because this is out of the norm, mate. Have you seen this kind of relationship? Is rare outside. So yes, that's from my perspective. The dynamic won't be stable. It's always gonna be bit one-sided. But as long as you guys understand what you guys sign up for and what's the relationship mean to both of you, I believe that everything gonna be good.
Um,
Yes. Now.
just to add to that, and I think we
Yes.
could come to the conclusion after this. Yeah,
Yes, Roddy.
maturity really plays a big role in this. You need to accept that, for example, this is what's going on in the relationship. um
Mm,
you need to accept that, and you need to be mature. Pride, set aside pride will be detrimental to the
mm.
relationship. That will be, I don't think it's gonna be, I mean, contrary to what you
E-
said, I don't think it's gonna be unstable, but pride will be the one that will make it unstable. So yeah, that's it. To
All right.
just to add.
I guess that's the end of it, right, Rod?
Mm-mm. All right. So yeah, I
Smoker.
just wanted to thank
Yes.
everyone, guys. To thank you for watching or listening to this podcast. Thank you to Zul, to TB, and to Hakuna for giving your insights. You guys have been very helpful. Again, this is like like most of it opinion based, but I hope like you got something out of this. And yeah, I think what should we say? Like see you guys on the next
See
podcast.
you guys on
And
the next episode.
on the
Yes.
next episode. Hear you guys on the next episode, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you can
You.
enjoy this.
All
Take
right.
care.
Have
Stay
fun,
safe.
gangs. See ya.
Bye.
Goodbye.
All